people give time to things that they value or invest in things that they can see a prospect in. And this is something that you need to face as a reality, that people only invest or give time and appreciate the time that they're giving in to things that they value. It goes with women and men as well. In terms of people, you give time to things you find value in. For example, you can't give a relationship time if you don't value it. And this is something that I think we need to speak about, because some people don't actually see the importance of investing time in certain things. So I want to speak in the prospect of saying that what happens if you value your time into something, or what happens when you don't value your time in something. You need to understand something, ladies and gentlemen, that the more you give time to something, it means that you value it. Because you can't give time to something you don't value. You understand? Even if it's a bad thing that you give time to, you value it, and that is a projection of the fact that you value it. For example, if you give time to drink alcohol a lot, it means that you value it. If you give time to invest in yourself more, it means that you care about your investment. If you give time in your school and your schoolwork and your education, it means that you value it. If you give time for your relationship, it means that you value it. Sometimes people don't think about it that way, because time is something that is very valuable, and it is something that most people don't think that it's an essential, but time is not something you can get back. And I always see these people say that, oh, if I could go take the hands of time, was knowing that that will never happen. So the importance of knowing this is that you need to know what to invest in and what to give your time to. Because if you give time to something that you can see is not going anywhere, it really means that you don't really value your time. If you give, for example, if you give time to girls that you can see that they really don't value you and they're just wasting your time, but you still give them your time, you are projecting to them, basically. I don't know if you noticed that in some videos, like, I stumble a little. That's just how I talk. Don't think that I'm nervous or anything. That's just how I talk. And yeah, excuse me, I digress. So if you show them that you are just giving them your time, even though they can see that you don't value it, you're just showing them that you don't really value your time. That's the reason why girls get turned off by guys who are too available or clingy. And even in the reverse, men don't value women that are too available. You understand? They don't value them. So if you give time to multiple men as a woman, you just show men that you don't value your time. You don't respect your time. Because why should people respect you and value your time if you can't value your own time? Why should people invest in you and give you their time? Because time is the best investment out there. I know money, people think that money is the best investment, but it's not. It is time. Because money, you can get it back. You can lose money today, then in 6 months you can get it back and even get more. But time, you can never go back. You can never go back from for what you did yesterday. You can never go back and fix the regrets that you have. You can never go back, but you can direct where you want your time to be directed to. That's where investment comes in. When you invest in something, you know that it's not always about money. When you actually put in something, because investment is putting in something in returns of something. When you are in a relationship, you are investing in it. And the more you invest in it without getting the rewards back, is the more that that person doesn't shows you that they don't value you as much. So you need to know that your time is valuable. Like, no doubt about that. Your time is very valuable. And it depends on how you project to people that you value your time. The more you show people that you value your time, is the more that they will value your time. Meaning that the more that you show them that your time is scarce, the more that they're gonna come there and actually talk about things that don't waste your time. Because sometimes, even let me make a practical example, a case in point with WhatsApp. Some people actually don't speak like they talk about useless things. They don't talk about things that actually give value, that shows that they value your time. Yeah, sure, it's fine to ask someone if they are okay and what they are doing some days. But if every time you need to speak to someone and they always ask you what you're doing, they don't value your time. And that is the reality of the situation. That's why I hate it when every time someone text me and be like, how was your day? What are you doing? What are you up to? Who are you with? No. If you want to ask things like that, you can ask them in two questions. Hey, how are you? I'm finding you. Hey, how was your day and what are you up to? Fine. Then that's it. Then after then, they need to speak. What is their intention? Because every time they're just checking up on you and not making up a conversation, what's the point of talking to that person? What's the point of having contact with that person in the first place? Because sometimes you can say that, no, you never know when you're gonna need them. Yeah, you don't know when you're gonna need them, but when is that? The period of now and when you're gonna need them. How many people are you going to meet that can actually fill in that criteria that person might be needed for? So you need to start valuing your time, ladies and gentlemen. You need to start investing in things that really will give you the returns that you deserve. Yeah, it might not always go the way that you want it to go. That is fine. That's how life is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But you need to be more. You need to be more aware and careful of who and what you're investing your time in, because the more you show people that you are desperate for them to value your time, is the more they're going to take advantage of you. The more you're available, the more they're going to take advantage of you. Start valuing your time. So this is the XYS movement by your host, the XYS soldier. As you know, that I'm doing presentations at schools and churches, and hopefully soon I'm going to do a seminar for a ladies conference and a men's conference. So I'm going to invite you and I'm going to inform you on my XYS movement page on Facebook and Instagram. So give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, now that I'm free, I'm going to do more videos for you, because like in the last few months, like it's been tough and for me to actually do videos for you. But now I'm going to do them on a regular basis and I'm going to give you more quality content. Like there's no doubt about that. So value your time and invest in things that will give you the returns that you can see that they can give back in return with value.